later on, but on Liverpool, how surprised have you been with their drop in form?
Yeah, I mean, obviously people that know me know how much I love Man United, but I love football. I love players like Mo Salah, a lot of the clubs I like Van Dijk, you know, individually. But I think, no winning 3 for them now, and it was a real turning point. I did the game at Selhurst Park against Crystal Palace, and there were some decisions that Arne Slot made in that game. At half-time, he took off Conor Bradley. Szoboszlai went out to right back in that position, and then about 20 minutes into the game, he brought Frimpong on, and then put Szoboszlai back into the midfield. Now, he took out Wirtz in the last game, which everyone's been talking about. You know, he needs to come out of the team. He's trying to... But it's almost like, does he know his best team this year? Does he have too many options? Cody Gakpo, I think, has been good since coming off the bench. Isak hasn't really got going yet fully. But I think, you look at this Liverpool squad, they're quality. But players like McAllister are not having their best season. Mo Salah. I was one of those people last year that was like, give Mo Salah whatever he wants. Give him a 10-year contract. I love Mo Salah. What a player he is. But he isn't performing this year. And it's like one of those things where you don't think, someone's got a new contract. Mesut Ozil used to do it all the time at Arsenal. He'd get, contract would be up for negotiations and have a form of their life and then they drop off. I don't think Mo Salah is in that same boat. And there are some players who don't drop, and I understand. But the game against Crystal Palace that I was at, I was like, oh, Mo Salah's doesn't really fancy it. Going up against Tyreek Mitchell, Mark Gahey in that position. So, I don't know. Liverpool is still in second. They're still, for me, like, title contenders, obviously, but it hasn't been great of late. But I think Arne Slot's a top manager, winning the league in his first year at Liverpool. That does help. But yeah, I have no doubt that they'll find their way because they have top players. But trying to fit certain players in certain areas, Kirkes, I think, has been poor since coming from Bournemouth. I think he's been really poor. And I think making those decisions to play those players and benching certain... Konate isn't having a great season. So there's a lot of out-of-form players. And that's what I see right now. But I don't think it's like, a crisis or anything like that.
Well, let's get to a Liverpool fan and get their views on this, because Sky Sports have partnered with Finalysis, an app where passionate fans share their opinions on their club. If you want to represent your club, scan that QR code or visit the Sky Sports app for more details. Let's speak to Liverpool supporter Peter Bolston. Now, Peter, good to see you again. Let's look ahead, first of all, to Sunday's game. It's